Hello, everyone. This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today. This is probably going to come as a big surprise that I'm making a video today. If you all have seen my community post, my brother tragically passed away 2 days ago. And this is the second day now since I found out. Just as I was getting ready for work yesterday, and his ex-wife called me when I woke up. I laid down for a nap and I woke up, and I saw where his ex-wife had posted on my timeline, and it just said urgent, please call me, and she gave me her phone number. And I don't have a phone right now. I mean, I have a phone, I just don't have service. So I couldn't call her. I had to message her on Facebook, and I called her on Facebook. And she was like, I hate to tell you this. At first, when she messaged me, she said, Joey has been in an accident. So I called her, and I was expecting her to say he's been in an accident, he's in the hospital, he's in critical condition, anything other than what she told me. She said, I really hate to tell you this, but the coroner called me yesterday, and apparently he couldn't get in touch with any of his other family, and his ex-wife must have still been like an emergency contact number, and she told me he died. And the reason why I want to make a video is the community is just a place that I feel like I can come to, where people have enough time for me, they have enough time to watch my videos and leave sweet comments on my videos. And you guys always make me feel better, and it really makes me feel like I have a bunch of friends around me. It's like I've been a part of this community for 10 years, and it's like a whole big family unit to me. So that's why I'm making this video. But I am grieving. I am going to put Grieving ASMR as the title for this video. This was probably not relaxing at all. I mean, who wants to hear someone cry and weep and grieve? But just be patient with me. If you want to unsubscribe from me, that's fine. I promise I'm not usually this depressed. So anyway, she called me and told me that, and I was at a loss for words for many reasons, and I will go through those reasons in this video. This is going to be another personal video. Since you guys really enjoyed the last one, maybe you'll also enjoy this one. So she called me and told me, and I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say. All I said was, wow. And I was like, and she was like, I haven't got in touch with your mom yet, and that Joey was my mom's son. And I realized I was like halfway ready for work, and I realized I couldn't call out work because you have to give like a 4-hour notice with anything. It doesn't matter, and I can't call out because I've already got one write-up for calling out sick. So that's how my work is, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They saw. I, I wasn't as much a mess yesterday as I am today because the shock has already wore off and now I'm feeling everything. But it doesn't matter. I still love my job. I've told you guys before, I'm a CNA. I've been a CNA for 10 years. And I do love my job, but parts of it I really, really, really hate. And I'm sure it's like that with every job. But anyways, so when she told me that, I knew I would have to call my mom and tell her, because she's living in Virginia and I couldn't tell her in person. And she was actually on her way back from her brother-in-law's funeral, who she was also very close to and was already broken up by his death. And she was in the car riding with her brothers and sisters. They were actually on the way. Her younger brother, my mom's younger brother, and his family also got in a wreck. So they were on their way to check on them. They're okay, thank God. But I had to tell her why all that was going on. Me and my niece got on the phone with her, all three of us, and I told her, I said, Mama. And at first she was all cheering. She was like, "Hi, honey, how you doing? Yeah, we just got." And then I interrupted her. I was like, "Mama," and she was like, "What's what's wrong?" And I said, "Mama, I hate to tell you this, but Joey died in a car accident yesterday." You guys, that is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. To cause my mom so much heartbreak. And that one sentence was something that I didn't want to do. But I knew it had to be me. It had to be me, and I'm glad it was me. She was so shocked, and the first words out of her mouth was, "I'll never forget myself for this." And I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you now why this is so bittersweet to us. Not only losing a son and a brother, but reasons. I don't really think, we don't have any family members or anything on my YouTube that I know of. So, okay. My mother married very young. She got married when she was 16 to get away from home. And I think it was her late 20s or maybe early 20s. She met and she fell in love with my father while she was going through a divorce from her first husband. And I think my brother was about 6 years old. This was about a while. Almost 10 years. Maybe 9 or 8 years before me. So she met and she fell in love with my dad, and as she was going through a divorce from her first husband, my brother was about 6 years old, and she fought for him so hard, but he chose to be with his daddy. He wanted to be with his daddy. He didn't want to leave his daddy. So my mom, she fought her hardest. She wanted her son with her. But he made it through a fit and said he wanted to be with his daddy. So she respected his wishes, thinking that was the best thing for him. and got visitation like 50-50. But as he got older, my brother started resenting my mom, especially being around my dad. As I was growing up, my brother lived with us at one point, and as you guys know, I've told you before, my dad was an alcoholic, and he was in that phase where he was, trying to forgive my mom and have a relationship with her. So he was living with us, and he was around my dad all the time, and my dad was an alcoholic. He was like in his teenage years, like 15, 16, 17. And I know my mom told me one night that they went for a drive, and he begged her to leave my dad and get a place with him. And around this time, he also found out he was going to be a father to my niece. So he was actually 18, or 17, sorry, 17. And, just a lot of things. My other brothers, my dad's kids, 4 boys, my mom knew that they would never have any, she was afraid that they wouldn't have anything to do with me if she left my dad. And I was really close to my twin brothers, Gabriel and Grant. Around 5 brothers, okay, I have 5 older brothers. And she saw the relationship that I had with all my brothers, and she thought that if she left my dad, that I would never see my brothers again. So she said no. She told him no. And he was heartbroken, and nothing was ever the same after that. It was all through these years, it was just mom trying to right her wrongs. But my brother did grow up to be an amazing man. He was like an evangelist, like die-hard, godly man. He had like tattoos, like all over, of just Jesus tattoos, God tattoos, faith tattoos. I mean, completely covered, like Post Malone covered in tattoos. And he was just one of the most amazing, funniest people you could ever meet. But a few years ago, everything just came to a head. Joey got tired of, I really don't know. But my brother and me and my mom have not spoken in about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. But that wasn't our choice. Of course, it wasn't our choice at all. But I'm kicking myself now for not reaching out to him. And I thought that one day, as he got older, that he would just let the past be the past and forgive us of our transgressions, because that's the way a Christian person is supposed to be. But I guess he just chose not to. And I am kicking myself now, because I should at least messaged him and said, I'm sorry for everything, even though we didn't really do anything. And I miss you, because me and my mom were just talking about Joey a couple months ago, and she was like, I want to reach out to him, and I told her no. I said if he wanted anything to do with us, he would message us first. I said, give him some time, Mama. I said, one day he is going to realize a lot, and he is going to realize that he needs us and he loves us, and we're all each other's blood. And now we don't get to get that chance. We're never going to be able to get that chance again. And it made me realize that I should have been the stronger person. I should have said something to him. Anything. I should have said I'm sorry. Even though I never did anything wrong. I was just born, you know. But he used to tell me how excited he was when he found out that he had a baby sister. I used to love it when he told me that story. He said he was about, I guess, 9 years old, and that he was found out at school that he had a baby sister, and that he was running through the hallway saying, "I have a baby sister," yelling at like strange people, yelling it in their faces. I can just imagine it. Oh, you guys, this is so horrible. Grieving is so horrible. I do not wish it on my worst enemy. I really don't. The hurt is just so profound right now. But I wanted to be honest with you guys, and I got real personal in this one. Mama, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. And the worst thing is my mom lives in Virginia now, and I live in South Carolina, so I couldn't go and give her a hug. I couldn't be there to cry with her. The only good thing is she is still coming to visit us on the 29th. She's coming down and staying a few days with us, and we're planning on having a celebration of life on Halloween for my brother, because as you know, Halloween is the time of year where all of the spirits of our loved ones come down, and I truly believe that. I don't believe it's like evil spirits type. I mean, I do believe like it's evil spirits too, but it's good ones too. So she asked us if we could have like a celebration of life for him, because this is the most heartbreaking part. Can I just tell you guys, my mom has always loved her son. She has never stopped loving him. She has always felt guilty. For 30 some years she has felt guilty. She has always loved him. Always. And she has, like, before 4 years ago, she tried her best to right her wrongs. According to her, right her wrongs. And make up to him, because that's what she felt like she had to do. But she loved him very, very much, just like she loves me very, very much. But I'm going to tell you guys the whole, what is the most heartbreaking part of all this is when my niece went to tell her grandfather and his wife what happened, because like I told you guys, the coroner couldn't get in touch with them for some reason. The ex-wife, or the wife of her grandfather, told her that my mother was not allowed to come to my brother's funeral. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, it would be just like him to tell his wife, because he's married, my brother is, if I die, because my brother has had he very bad diabetic with a bad heart, very bad heart, and I'm sure he probably told his wife beforehand, if I was to die, don't let my mom come to my funeral. So I would not put it past him, but I am respecting everything. I'm not slandering his name at all, but I'm just saying that it makes my heart break so much more. Because of the fact that she came and go to her own son's funeral. So that is pretty messed up. So you guys, I asked you please to continue to pray and send healing vibes and thoughts to my mother and my niece. We all loved and love. We all love Joey. Him dying just made me realize, because I've been mad at him. I've been mad at him for so long, and because of my mom, because it broke my mom's heart that she didn't have anything to do with him. So I've been mad at him. I'm sorry, I'm snotting all over the place. So I've been mad at him, and that's why I never messaged him. That's why I never reached out to him. I always told myself he needs to be the strong person and message us. And that's going to probably go down as one of the biggest regrets of my life. So, this is probably not going to be an enjoyable video at all. But I love you guys, and this is very therapeutic for me. And just please continue to pray for us, or if you're not religious, whatever, just whatever you want to send our way that is positive, I would really appreciate it. And I love you guys, and thank you all for the prayers and the comments. We appreciate them so much. And we love you, and we'll talk to you soon.